Have you ever won an argument, only to feel empty? You had the facts, made your points, and cornered your opponent, yet satisfaction never came. Instead, there's a strained relationship, a lingering bitterness. In the workplace you grind away, but the promotion goes to someone else. The injustice stings. These moments reveal a misunderstanding about conflict and success. We treat relationships like battlegrounds, keeping score, fighting to be right even when it costs us peace. We're taught that victory must be loud, earned through confrontation. But this approach is exhausting, leaving us with hollow wins and damaged connections. We win the argument but lose the friend. We outwork a colleague but lose respect. What if the greatest victory is the one that requires no battle at all? This is ancient wisdom, challenging our assumptions about power. True strength isn't found in shouting or fighting. It's found in quiet, deliberate actions that make the fight unnecessary. This is the art of winning before the battle even begins. What if you could overcome the conflicts and disappointments using ancient wisdom? Sun Tzu's principles offer a way to win without fighting, to turn every challenge into an opportunity. Stay tuned until the end to discover how these timeless strategies could make a difference. There's an old story of two generals, one known for his strength, the other for his cunning. Wei, the fierce warrior, believed victory was earned through force. Lin, the strategist, trusted in patience and subtlety. Wei rallied his troops, his voice booming across the camp. "We will crush them at dawn!" he declared, his eyes blazing with confidence. His camp was alive with the sounds of preparation, armor clanking, banners waving, soldiers sharpening swords. Meanwhile, Lin sat quietly in his tent, poring over maps by candlelight. He whispered to his advisors, "Let them see our calm, let them wonder what we know." Lin studied the enemy's movements, sending scouts to gather secrets and quietly spread rumors to sow distrust among Wei's allies. Alliances began to fracture, and uncertainty crept into the enemy camp. Lin built new friendships, forging quiet alliances that would tip the balance. He made the enemy's supply lines collapse, cutting off their hope of victory. Wei's confidence began to crumble as his support vanished. In the end, the rival kingdoms surrendered, without a single arrow fired. Wei stood in disbelief while Lin simply nodded, knowing his work was done. This isn't just an ancient legend, it's a lesson for today. We face conflict everywhere, at work, at home, in business. Our instinct is to fight directly, to prove ourselves through confrontation. But Sun Tzu's principle asks us to be like Lin to win by making the fight unnecessary. True power is in preparation, strategy, and understanding, not brute force. In the workplace, you can loudly challenge rivals, or you can build consensus quietly, making your idea the obvious choice before the meeting even starts. By the time conflict could arise, the outcome is already decided. This mindset shifts us from reactive to proactive. We anticipate and dissolve problems before they escalate. The quiet strategist, not the loudest warrior, achieves lasting victory. Ancient wisdom, applied to modern life, transforms how we succeed. Win before the battle begins. That's the real power, that's the supreme art of war. In business, many act like Wei, loud, aggressive, always fighting for attention. But this constant battle is costly and unsustainable. The Lin approach: build a superior product, understand your customers, and create loyal partnerships. Success speaks for itself, competitors become irrelevant. The same applies to relationships. Arguing to be right damages trust, even if you win. Instead, seek to understand. Listen more, argue less. Ask, "Help me understand why you feel this way." This isn't surrender, it's strategic empathy. By diffusing tension and caring more about the person than being right, you resolve conflict without a fight. You address the root cause, not just the symptoms. This strengthens relationships rather than weakening them. That's true victory. Sun Tzu's lesson isn't about passivity, it's about higher action. Real strength is wisdom, foresight, and restraint. True power is achieving your goals without creating opposition. Quiet leadership, innovative business, and empathetic relationships all embody this principle. The greatest victories are often invisible. No grand battles, just successful outcomes. Next time conflict calls, pause. Must this be a battle? Can you prepare, understand, or build so the fight becomes unnecessary? This mindset saves energy, preserves relationships, and leads to lasting success. The path of wisdom is always available. Choose the quiet triumph, the supreme art of winning. Hey, if you like our content, subscribe to our channel.